Okay, sometimes these bolts can get loose, and I lost a bolt, so we're having to put in a new one, and it just started raining. Luckily we have a weather seal camera. That's how you do it. Very simple. Give a good tightening to all of them. This generally takes patience that I don't have. Really? Come on. How am I gonna get that done? Always tie my leaders or my tippets, stream side most times, so it always comes here like this. Yes, this is product placement, fellas. That's what we're going to be using. So the end of the leader comes through the end of the tippet like so. And then through the eye like that. And that, my friends, is called a loop-to-loop connection. Okay, so best way to keep flies, I found, is in an old medicine bottle. And there we go. There's our little fly there. One fly, two flies, all the way to leader. We are set to go fishing, my friends. Question of the day is, this sinking line heavy enough to get down in this current and wind? So we have our super worms, and I'm going to be dipping that in super shrimps today. with my with the one of the Afro fly we just tied, and the old and the other fly, the little spider-like fly. I'm not getting anywhere near that dam, I'll tell you that much. It's kind of nice being able to just do a nice little roll cast out on that fly rod. It's really kind of nice. Again, fly rod with bait. The thing about putting bait on the fly rod is that you can't do a lot of back casting and stuff because you'll just fling the bait right off. The roll cast is equivalent to a lob cast or an underhand cast in like spinning gear. You'll always come out here to the yard and peel out some line. The length of the line is about the length of the rod, and don't put a hook on it because you'll get hung up in every blade of grass. Hold it here in this position, right? And you make sure that there's a D loop, basically the line's forming a rough D around you, and you're just accelerating to a stop, and it'll just flick out right in front of you. And you can get some very long casts like this. People don't really realize, just it'll cast. Right. Fly tip with a bait. It's going to be dipped in this. And super shrimps, this stuff is great because it has UV stuff in it, which is what I like. And I will dip basically just the bait only in this. And we're basically out of the main current because the main current's on the other side of the river. So, and I want to fish up on top of this shelf anyway, what I call shelf fishing. It is sinking. It's sinking really well. I thought I was going to have to add lead core line or something to it, but it doesn't look like that at all. Just peel out about I'm seeing some shad. The shad are starting to die off, so that's a good sign for catfishing. Number 2, fellas. Yeah, we got him. You kind of have to wind the line here like this. Oh, he's coming over this side now. Yeah, I can feel him. It's probably another channel, so I can feel him kind of rolling some. Sorry for the sun in your face. I'm getting a headache. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to eat. It is fun to catch cast like this on a fly rod. I think they're fighting. Once again, 8-pound line with a simple with that Mickey fin colored hook. He ain't biting the upper one. Oh gosh, I pulled it all off. Dang it. I think that answers all the questions I have for today. Number 2. We're gonna call them channel trout. Channel trout. Oh my gosh. Let's get home. So, what are my conclusions? What do I think about all this fly casting stuff and drifting with it? I think a lot of promise. You know, we're just off the new moon. We're trying to fish the moon rise. My main concern is with the current being up and the wind being up as much as it is, that there's just not enough weight on this 6 inch per second sink rate on this particular line that I had, that I bought from China. And the line casts well. It's smoothed on my hands. It's a good line, it's just not heavy enough. So the next step would be to use an old trick that salmon steelhead guys do by adding a sinking tip section. You know, I have some lead core line. We'll probably add a 3-foot section of lead core line, or we may buy some copper line to use as a sinking tip, you know, and or maybe get some old tungsten, some T-series line from either Airflow or Rio to add a 3-foot, 6-foot, or 10-foot section of line that will sink like a rock. The good thing about this particular line is the line will just sort of drift and float there in the water right beside the boat. So it's basically free drifting, just like salmon steelhead guys. The most natural presentation known to mankind. The primary difference between the waters I fish and out west is out there, these waters, you might be in the river might be 4.5 feet deep, 6 feet deep at the most. While I'm fishing, to me, shallow water is 20 feet deep. And I look forward to continuing to develop this on the rest of this year. That's all I gotta say about that. I'll see you guys on the next one.